guys, welcome to Potato Magic.
I was supposed to say that. You troll. So Aether Revolt just came out today, and as always, we bought a box. Now, in a few hours, we're going to do our first Aether Revolt draft. So what my daughter and I like to do is open a few packs, in this case 6, and lay them out and just talk about what we might pick first, and what we might pick second, what we might pick the rares on there. Just kind of some draft theory. So without further ado, since my daughter has already begun laying them out, we were going to go ahead. Why are you shuffling?
No. Why am I shuffling?
I don't know.
Played way too many Pack Wars.
Just lay them out.
Right.
You thought we were playing Pack Wars. Ugh. So I'm going to lay them out commons and then uncommons, and then rare. Theoretically, this should be in order, but since my daughter shuffled them, I have no idea. 10 commons, 3 uncommons, and a rare. So our rare is Aether Revolution. What do you think? Yep, I'm the same way. I agree. I don't think that's great.
I mean, like, it can be really good in some decks, but it's not all decks.
I think it's actually pretty bad in most decks because your opponent always gets to choose.
Yeah.
If your opponent gets to choose,
I mean, like, I would like this card more than this card.
I like this card a lot too. Pacification Array goes in any color. I am sometimes hesitant to pick a non-removal, non-creature spell first, although this does leave you open. So I think this stands out to me. This Footwork Brawler as a common, I think it's a pretty good creature. 3/3 for 4 mana with Improvise and Menace. The Menace is very important. Mm-hmm. And with Improvise, you can get it out for pretty cheap. Other than that, I can see the Aether Chaser and the Aether Poisoner being okay. Not great, but like the Aether Poisoner, Death Touch, you'll get something in the Aether Chaser. But this is one of the packs that you open and you're just kind of like, oh, okay, I hope my next pack is better.
Yep.
Really? I might first pick the Gremlin. I want to open up the next pack.
Alright.
Try not to shuffle it this time.
Oh, yeah. I realized we're not doing Pack Wars anymore. So we have
Decommission, Frontline Rebel, Dispersal Technician, Lifecraft Cavalry, Fen Hauler, Natural Obsolescence, Implement of Examination, Aegis Automaton, Implement of Ferocity, and Countless Gears Renegade, also no foil. Cogworker Assembler, Savage Scuttler, Crackdown Construct, and our rare is Disallow. Okay, so what would you pick here?
Like, I'm not a fan of cancel spells, even though I know I have people who enjoy them quite a bit.
I agree with that, actually. Cancel spells, counter spells in Limited, I don't think are great. So, what beyond that? 6 out to you.
I mean, this is kind of interesting.
It's interesting. How often do you think you'll be able to activate it?
But I don't think I'll be able to activate it.
Yeah, I don't think
so, like, I mean, I guess that, maybe.
So,
that's okay.
It's a reasonable choice. 5 mana for a 4/4, sure. It's a body. I personally super like the Lifecraft Cavalry. So this green commons are pretty strong. Their creatures are pretty strong. This is a 4/4 for 5 mana with Trample. With Revolt, it becomes a 6/6 for 5 mana. And that just charges through anything. So I think this is a pretty strong pick. If you wanted to go the improvised route, if you for example pick the dispersal, what was it called? The pacification array in the first pack, and you want to go the improvised route, I think in this draft, the improvised cards, revolt cards, plus counters, I think they all draw you to particular strategies. If you wanted to solidify the strategy, I don't think there's anything wrong with the Fen Hauler. If you get a lot of cheap artifacts, getting this out on turn 5 or 4 or 3, it's really strong.
Fen Hauler seems okay too.
But in the vacuum, I think I would probably pick this one first. Mm-hmm. That being said, I do want many of these, but if this is your draft, this is 100% your choice what you pick. If you want to pass a masterpiece, no one should get mad at you. Nobody should.
No one should be happy about that.
Well, the person sitting to your
Yeah.
right would be kind of happy, I think.
But, yeah.
Let me open
Yeah.
the next one. So we have a Metallic Rebuke, Audacious Infiltrator, another Frontline Rebel, Natural Obsolescence, Fenhauler, Scrounging Vandar, Implement of Combustion, Verdant Automaton, Ice Over, Washful Automaton, and then our uncommons, Moth's Revolutionary, Illusionist Stratagem, Airdrop Aeronauts, and Baral, Chief of Compliance. What do you think?
I would take Baral.
Mhm.
Because he's a rare and he's kind of flashy. And he seems kind of good for your spells.
It's true.
But
How many spells do you usually put in the
you don't
deck?
really put a ton of spells in your deck.
That's
So I
correct.
might take like the Malthus Revolutionary.
Okay. So, first going with Baral, taking a rare, he's somewhat valuable, and you're right, he is a little flashy. If you pick them, sure, I have no real argument with that. That being said, I don't think he's great and limited, because you're not gonna have a ton of instants or sorceries, because his other ability depends on cancels, counter spells, which you said, doesn't really happen. I mean, you could pick him in 49 other counter spells if you wanted, but sure. This, I think, is a reasonable choice when Malthus Revolutionary enters the battlefield or dies. For each kind of counter on target permanent or player, give that permanent or player another counter of that kind. So
And
it's
it puts you in a very, very strong counters.
well, but there's two things. First of all,
But, like,
what about just the base stats? You're paying 3 mana for a 3/3. Is that good?
it's okay.
It's good. It is good.
And like you get trample on top of that, which is still pretty good.
3 mana for a 3/3 is a totally reasonable rate. If you remember the brawler that I might have first picked in the first pack, that was 4 mana for a 3/3 with Menace and Improvise.
Yeah.
This is a good rate. So I think it's a fine pick. It pushes you into counter strategies, and then you'd be looking for things like Scrounging Bandars, which are really, really good in counters. If you remember the one from Kaladesh, the one in the green for the 1/2 that puts a counter on it.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good for a 2-drop. This is another pretty good green 2-drop. The other card I would be interested in, I think, is Airdrop Aeronauts, which is 5 mana, 3 and 2 white for flying, 4/3 Revolt, you gain 5 mana. Do you remember Arborback Stomper?
5 lives.
And you gain 5 life with Revolt. It's kind of like Arborback Stomper, except 1 less power and 1 less toughness and flying. So I think this is actually also pretty strong. It pitches you into a more of a Revolt strategy, but I think either one of these is definitely
I like
defensible.
green more than white, so I would take this.
That's totally fine. If you have a preferred strategy, that's fine. And the rare, I think, is also defensible. Okay. Why don't you do this one?
My pack's is more interesting than yours is.
Well, you opened one extra. Do you want me to open this one? You do the last one? Or do you want to open that one? And let me open the last two. Okay. So we have Conviction. Aether Chaser, Shipwreck Moray, Daring Demolition, Prey Upon, Defiant Salvager, Iron Tread Crusher, Negate, Consulate Turret, and Aetherstream Leopard, no foils. Restoration Specialist, Treasure Keeper, Aerial Modification, and our rare is A from the Cowl.
Honestly, I have no idea what that does.
A from the Cowl. It's a 3 and 2 green of enchantment. Revolt at the beginning of your end step. If Revolt triggered, you reveal the top card of your library. If it's a permanent card, you can put it on the battlefield. Otherwise, you can put it on the bottom of your library.
I think this is pretty good in Revolt. Not gonna lie.
I think so too, but what do you think about the 5 mana cost?
But the 5 mana cost isn't great. I mean, this card is good too.
Yep.
Because it's unconditional removal.
Yep. Basically unconditional removal. Very strong. Daring Demolition is very strong. I think that's
I don't really think Turret is that good.
No, it's not. The cards that stand out to me as removal are Daring Demolition, Prey Upon's removal if you're already green, maybe even better. Now, creature-wise, Treasure Keeper goes in any deck, and it's a creature that cascades, that replaces itself. This is a very, very strong card.
Yeah.
Aetherstream Leopard, from playing with it, 2/3 for 2 in the green with trample. You get an energy, and then you can spend energy to get a +2/+0. It's not hard to use this and then get more energy. Just keep using it for a 4/3 with trample. This is a very good card, I think. Very good green common. And then if you're white restoration specialist, it's not terrible. You know, if it's a 2-drop, if it gets outclassed, you can eventually sacrifice it for something better, like an artifact or enchantment, and enchantment. You could get both in your graveyard. So I think these are all reasonable picks. Out in the vacuum, I would probably take Daring Demolition first or Treasure Keeper.
But it's a flashy card.
It's a flashy card, but I actually think it's pretty bad, in my opinion. You use it and you get a land, and you're like, did it. And Revolt's not that easy to trigger unless you have specific ways to do it.
Yeah.
There are some ways to do it. Some cards encourage it. Conviction is a Revolt trigger, for example. So you might pick up a couple of these, but it's not a card you need a first pick.
Yeah.
One other card, Aether Chaser. If you read, it's not a bad card. 2/1 first strike. It'll get through a bunch of like smaller things. Excuse me. Thank you for clapping on my sneeze. I appreciate it. Now,
Good job.
Guess the last two are for me to open. Since you open your 2.
3.
Yes, you open your 3. I can't count today. So we got Chandra's Revolution,
Yay.
Shipwreck Moray, Audacious Infiltrator, Frontline Rebel, Scrounging Bandar, Daring Demolition, Ice Over, Implement of Combustion, Verdant Automaton, Augmenting Automaton, and then uncommons, Aeronaut Admiral, Lifecraft Awakening, Spire Patrol, and our rare is Green Wheel Liberator.
Green Wheel Liberator, I think, is really good. Just saying that.
I think it's reasonably
it's-
good. It's a pretty good for a 2-drop.
A 2/1 for 2 mana is but if you can trigger Revolt, it's a 4/3 for 2 mana,
Yep.
which is a lot better.
I think this is a defensible choice. As you know, as one of our compatriots who drafts an FNM always says, threats are better than answers. There's a reasonable threat. Even if you don't play on turn 2, and, I can see a turn where turn 4 you play 2 creatures like a Bandar and a Green Wheel Liberator, and that's fine. Yeah, so I think this is reasonable.
Daring Demolition again.
Yep, it sticks out. Chandra's Revolution is a very good removal spell, I think. 4 damage. It's better than her mom's Revolution. 4 damage and freeze a land for 1 turn. That's if you have a aggro red deck, that's good tempo. Spire Patrol is also decent, but the problem with it is it's
White blue.
2 colors, right? That's usually something you don't want to first pick. If you first pick it, that's fine. But just don't dedicate yourself to white blue. Like I would think that I'm either white or blue and maybe splash the other, but leave yourself kind of open. Don't
This card also seems kind of interesting if you're in green.
That does seem interesting. It's a big mana sink, and it can just win the game out of nowhere with trample cards.
Yeah.
So that is interesting. I don't know if I would first pick it.
Yeah, I wouldn't first pick it, but I might
Oh, it activates vehicles?
Yeah, it activates vehicles.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, yeah.
So, I might take it later.
Yes.
On.
Let's see. One more pack for this video, and then you get to practice piano.
Yeah!
Okay. So far, honestly, our rares have not been limited great, but we'll see if that changes. Aether Chaser, Shipwreck Moray, Caught in the Brights, Natural Obsolescence, Resourceful Return, Lifecraft Cavalry, Reservoir Walker, Destructive Tampering, Filigree Crawler, Implement of Malice, Ravenous Intruder, Renegade Wheelsmith, Enraged Giant, and a Mythic Gonti's Aether Heart. Whenever it's a 6-cost artifact, whenever Gonti's Aether Heart or another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you get 2 energy. Pay 8 energy and exile Gonti's Aether Heart. Take an extra turn after this one.
I mean, it seems okay and it's flashy, but I don't think it's great.
I think your evaluation on that is spot on. Yes, I think that's a very passable card. If you really want to play set, I'm sure we can trade for them at like $1.50 each. So, yeah. What cards stick out to you?
This, no, I'm joking. The Wheelsmith sticks out.
Yep, it's a 2-color card, but in my opinion, the multicolored uncommons in the set are very strong. Target creature can't block this turn is super good. It slots in nicely with a red-white aggressive deck or a vehicles deck.
Or Lifecraft Cavalry again.
Yep.
I mean, I might pick it just because it's mythic rare.
I
It's kind of
understand.
flashy, but like I wouldn't really.
Yep. So I think these two cards are good. Con of Brights is probably a really good white removal spell, with kind of the caveats that of the bounce effect things. But from what I can tell, there are less bounce effects in Aether Revolt than Kaladesh, so you're going to see less bounce effects. This might be better. These sort of cards might be better now. Other card that sticks out to me is Enraged Giant.
Wait, is it going to be Kaladesh?
Aether Revolt, Kaladesh.
Isn't it going to be like that?
Yep. So that's what I'm saying. There's less bounce
Yeah.
effects, I think.
Okay.
Another card that sticks out to me, not as the first pick, but Enraged Giant, 5 in the red, 6 mana for a 4/4 trample haste with Improvise. That trample and the haste are both super good. You'll just win games out of nowhere with that. So I would keep this on consideration. Even if it's not a full-on Improvise deck, you know, you might have 1 or 2 random servos generated by things like Aether Chaser to make this, you know, a 5 mana 4/4, even a 4 mana 4/4
Yeah.
Wraith. So, you know, creatures are always important. This, I think, is a interesting card. Okay, well, that's it for our 6 packs. I hope we do well in the draft tonight, but if only one of us can do well, I hope it's me.
No, it's not gonna be you. Because I'm actually the more consistent drafter here.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be.
Okay, well, we're not going to draft unless you practice your piano first, so go do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope you guys come back. See you later.
Bye.